upstairs. Okay. So yesterday the views are started here and now, and the next one continuation. Text hiring, types of views. So basically, how many types of views we can create? Okay, here observe. So whenever you want to access data from the base table, there are two ways we can access. First one, we called as here simple views. And the second one we called as here complex views. So simple and complex, these are the two types of views can be created. Okay, now. So, okay, the two types of views. So one is the simple views and a complex view. So what is the differences? Okay, and how it was working, we will discuss now. And the first one is simple view. We will discuss. Okay, right. So when we called as a view is a simple view means whenever you want to access data from a single base table. Okay, so one table data accessing purpose. When we created a virtual table, so then we called as a simple view. Okay, now. So when we created a view to access the required data from a single base table, so he is called as a simple view. Okay, and by default simple views are supported all DML operations here. By default simple views are supported all DML operations. That means simple view through I can insert, I can update, and I can delete. So that kind of supporting was there in simple views. Okay. Now, so how I want to create a view, the syntax carefully observe. So create view, and we need to send my view name. Okay, as, and we said already the views are created with the help of a select query. So now we can write your select statement. Okay, now, right. So this is my syntax. Okay, create view name as your query was a select query. Okay, so based on this select query statement, how the logic and conditions we are writing under select statement. Okay, now, so based on this query, your view can be extracted your data from your base table. So the view, whatever the data will be display and store. Okay, now, so how it will be display means it's a depends on a select query. The select query through whatever are your retrieval from your base table. So the data only showing by views, and views doesn't show other than select query. Okay, now, so it's completely depends on in your select statement. In your select statement, how you return based on the select query, it will go to your main table and retrieval your data from main table, and that we will be showing through a view object. Okay, na? But what we said, view sir is a virtual. It doesn't storing the data or information, but it can extract the data from base table and displaying to users, but it is never stored. Okay, that point to remember. So now this is the syntax. And yesterday I said to you, so how the purposes, security levels, checking integrity rules, and converting complexes, this all we will see practically one by one. Okay, now first example, write down. Create a view to access data from DEPT table. So in the first example, okay, na? So we are not going to be hiding any rows and any column. We are not hide any row and any columns. Okay, just I need to access data from DEPT table by using of what now? View. That's it. But in this case, I'm not hiding any rows or any columns. That means entire table data I'm going to access. Okay, now, so this is the example of first one, and let me come out and see your. And now we can see this is our base table DEPT. Okay, and this on this table I'm creating one virtual table, and that virtual table we are sharing to users. Okay, but original tables are we are not giving to users. So that's why the people will create a view. So create view as here I was taking select a star from DEPT. So now we can see whatever the query we written here. Okay, this is my query. The which query you written under select statement. Okay, as per this query, the data will, that means this request will go to server, your Oracle server. It will take this request. The server will go to your original table, and the data will be reading. The reading data will be showing through what now? View. So the PCR view one is nothing but whenever you want to call view one, then internally which command is executed? Select a star from department command. Okay, now? So it means that what it was happening, you can see. So insufficient privileges. So I want to take my permissions from the admin. Okay, what is the permissions? Grant, create, view. To who is this? IDB 9 AM. So after taking this, so one blindly remember whenever you want to do a new operation in the database, and when you will get insufficient privileges means there is only the way you can take a permission. So whenever you get this statement, insufficient privileges, this error, when you got it means your user is not having that permissions. So then immediately where you want to go? Immediately go to database admin and take your permissions. Okay, now? Right. So now MyDB 9 AM and MyDB 9 AM. So after that, the view is created now. So after that, the view is created here. Now see, the view is successfully created. So once view is created, okay, what it was happened? Okay, then I don't want to use this query and I don't want to go for this table directly. Okay, now, so instead of going to this table directly, what we are calling view one is calling. So whenever we calling view one, what it was happen in the view one, the which query are you written? Internally, this query will be executed. Internally, this query is executed and the data retrieval from your base table. Understand now? So now I'm going to writing. Suppose are you writing like this? Select a star from. Okay, view one. So view one means what now? Select a star from DEPT table. Okay, na? So this query I was saved in my view. Okay, query saved, but data not saved. Only queries are saved. So now I just go to call. Then you can see the what it was happened. Your entire table can be accessible here. Your entire table can be accessible, but it's look like a table. Yes or no? It's if you user, if you're a developer, when I'm sending this view to the developer and developer will interacting this view, how the developers feel that okay means it is the same like a table. And even though the developers cannot know whether it is a original table or view table, they doesn't know and they can't find out also. Yes or no? So that kind of security will be having here. So now what they will feel, okay, we are interacting with the original tables. They are feeling like that, but actually this is not a original table. Okay, now? So now after we access your entire the table, that means in this example, what I'm telling, I'm not hiding any rows and any columns. Without hiding, complete data I am access with the help of what now? View. And through this view only, you can perform your operations. Okay, insert. And I don't want it. Suppose I'm a developer. I don't know the table name is what, original table name is what, I don't know. So just everything I can performing through view only. So view is my table actually. View is my table. So now insert into view one, sending your values. Suppose if you're sending some data, I'm sending here. So when I send, one row is created. But actually what we said, so this command is going to be sending through view interface, sending through view interface. But in this view, we are sending the just a query sending, but actually this view, this insert command is working and executing on which table? DEPT table. Internally, this command is executed on DEPT table. But in the front end side, the front end developer feeling like that I'm performing on view, but view we are not perform. So we are just sending our request through view, but we are exactly the query will internally performing on base table and your data also storing under base table only. Okay, because view is not a physical object, a view is a virtual object. So that's why data will not save in view, data also save under main table. So when data was saving under main table like 50 DBA and Hyderabad, so whatever the data will save in the main table, the same data will be reflected in my view also, because it's like a mirror image. It's like a mirror. So physical object, how it was affected, same reflection I can see in my mirror image also. Is it correct or wrong? Yes or no? Whatever you do, any modifications on your physical object, the corresponding virtual object is also affected. Got it my point now? Same as data, once I saved in this, and on this table, whatever the virtual we created, this data I can see in the virtual also. Because of view is a reflection of a main table. It's a shadow. It's a mirror image, okay, of your main table. That's why on main table, whatever you perform, that was immediately reflecting into views. Okay, and now see, now successfully we inserted. After inserted, this is your purpose I'm showing, but in real time, you can't access this. Okay. So now inserted your data inserted data stored. Now what happened? This is main table, physical object. Now I want to call my view object view. Then what happened? Same reflection, mirror image. Can you see? Can you see? Same image, mirror image. Understand na? That's why now in this, see your physical object DPT table also showing same as table. View also showing same as. That's why developers cannot find out or virtual table they didn't identify. Okay, in that way security also there. So see here 50 what exact it was there, same thing will be reflected here. This is called a mirror image. This is called a physical image. Physical object, mirror object. Okay now like you can do updation. For example, update v1 set. So LOC is equals to Pune, where department number is equals to 50. Again, this query internally executing on DPT table, data updated on DPT table, that updated data will reflecting into view table. Okay. Now, again, you can go and see. So updated main table, the reflection was showing into view table. And this reflection, who will see? Front-end developers can see. The front-end developers, what they understand? Okay, my data successfully updated. Okay, now? In the same pattern, delete. Now, front-end developer writing delete from view 1. Okay, so where DPT number is equals to 50. So data deleted from your main table, and that will be reflected into my view table. Okay, now? So this is what user view main table. So view is working like a mediator. Whatever user sending the request send it to main table, execution is happened, data storage here, data updated here, data deleted here, and that will be reflected into view. That view can see by user. Then only user can understand that my data successfully inserted, my data successfully updated, my data successfully deleted. Okay, na? So like view, even though we can say acknowledgement also we can say. View is a acknowledgement. Okay, acknowledgement means any idea you have acknowledgement? So nowadays when you sending some parcels, okay, na, couriers, if you send some item through courier, they will be attaching one acknowledgement, you know. That acknowledgement advantage is what now? Okay, so maybe at present generation, you people, so many people doesn't know. But if you go to 15, 20 years back, if you go to 20 years back, at the time there is no mobiles. 20, 25 years back, there is no mobiles. Okay, and internet facilities is also very, very rare, as or no. So at the time, the people was using England letters. Can you know? Post office, England letters. Anybody listen? So England letters, and they're sending drafts, as or no. Suppose the parents and children are there. The child is working somewhere. He was working some company or somewhere. Parents are staying in villages. So monthly, the what we can say, the son or daughter, they want to send some money to their parents. How they can send? At the time, there is no online transactions. There is no ATM machines. We have only banks only. Only physical operations only happen. There is no onlines. Nothing was there. But how the son was sending money, salary or money for every month expenditure to their parents' pins, they're sending through postals. Okay, the money order we called. Listening, money order. So when the person, suppose their son was working in Jammu Kashmir, they're staying in Hyderabad. So they were sending monthly expenditures to their parents. Okay, now. So how they're sending? Money orders. So along with money order, when they were sending to the parents, they will be attaching what now? Acknowledgements also attached. So why the people was attached acknowledgement means this acknowledgement is like a proof my money successfully reaching to my parents or not. Okay, how this son will know when this acknowledgement will be come to this person? So he was sending and the money will go to their parents. Their parents will give a signature on the acknowledgement, and again that acknowledgement will come to this son. Okay, now maybe in this almost 1 to 2 weeks happen. Okay, in 20-25 years we are sending money like money order. Okay, now so when the parents are received and they will taken some signature, okay, then the acknowledgement will come back to again this guy. Maybe 3 days or 4 days, we don't know, but compulsory acknowledgement will be come to here. Because at the time there is no phone na, we are calling more, mummy, are you received money? We can't say na, there is no phones. Everything is a letters. And letters also how to reach it a distance. If your friend is having a Jammu Kashmir, you are having a Kanyakumari, then the letter will come to you 1 month. Minimum 10 days, 15 days. In 10, 15 days, what happened, we don't know. That kind of situations. Okay. So maybe you didn't see, but I see that kind of situation in that generations. Okay, now. So that acknowledgement will again come to this guy. And when this guy was receiving acknowledgement, and he will satisfied, okay, my money successfully reached to my parents. So how you knows? With the help of acknowledge. Same as a view also, for developer purpose, view is like a acknowledgement. My data successfully inserted into my main table or not. How this guy will know? With the help of view, because that value is showing in the view. So it is called as like an acknowledgement. By seeing of view information, this developer can understand that, okay, my data successfully inserted, my data successfully updated, my data successfully deleted. So he will knows with the help of what now again? Views. So like view is like an interface, like a mediator, like a acknowledgement also in between users and original tables. Okay, now? So this is the first example and simple basic example of view, how to create an entire table and how you can access. Right down below. And we said by default, simple views are supported all DML operations. So that's why I can send insert command through my view. I can perform insert command through my view. I can perform update command through my view. And I can perform delete operation through my view. Right. And even though I can see my data also. So finally, if you want to see the data, select a star from view 1. Completed. This is one. The next one, write down. Create a view. Okay. To display employee number, employee name, comma, salary from EMP table. Now, in this case, you can see I want to access only few columns, number, name, and salary. Okay, now? So, but in my EMP table, it's original table and having so many number of columns, but I want to access only 3 columns data. Understand my point now? So now in this case, observe carefully. Now observe. So first of all, the base table you can see. This is your base table and having so many columns in the base table. Total 8 columns we have. But out of 8 columns, I want to create my view. Okay, I want to create my view for to access of how many columns? Only my required columns. EMP number, name and SAL, and from EMP. After creating that virtual and this virtual view I'm sending to users, then users can see only the 3 columns data only they can see. And remaining columns data, they can't view it. Okay, na? And also, when they want to insert the data through my view 2, they can insert only these 3 columns data only insert. But other columns, which columns are hiding is there, hided columns are there. Those hide columns are, we cannot insert here. For example, you can see, I'm going to test now. Suppose I want to insert into view 2, sending values of employee number and employee name. Okay, employee salary. Okay, if suppose are you sending 2 values, and that means 2 columns values. What it was happen, you can see your view say that what? Not enough values. Okay, suppose if I want to send, okay, if I want to send more than that values, then even though it is not allowed, too many values. So that means what you understand here, the view, how many columns are showing us, exactly that many values only we can send it or we can pass it. Okay, now more than that, less than that, we cannot. Okay, if it is more than that, what it was showing, too many values. If it is a less than that, not enough values. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Exactly, we want to send it. And sir, okay, as per my view, the 3 columns values we are sending, but remaining columns are hiding columns are there now. Then hiding columns, what it will take by default? Nulls will take. And now we can see 1122 number, name was taken, you win. And see which columns are hiding columns. That hiding columns, what it was taken? Nulls. And salary 44. And commission department names are taking again nulls. Okay, now? So now, suppose here I have a doubt. Suppose, sir, there are so many hiding columns are there. In the so many hiding column, one of the hiding column job. Suppose on this hiding column, suppose, are you applied not null constraint? Are you applied not null constraint? Then tell me. Then 1122 you win data is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Why, sir? Because I'm inserting my EMP number, EMP name, and salary. That's okay. But remaining hiding columns, whatever it was there, the hide columns, that hiding columns are, okay, in that hiding columns, any one column is having not null constant. Then what happened? Not null constant is allowed nulls are? No. That's why your entire data will be not allowed. Okay, that is I said checking integrity rules. Okay, so when you data inserting time, when data retrieval time through my view, if your main table is having any constraint, that constant nature was not satisfied, then the data will not allowed. Understand? Na? So that is what the integrity rules are internally checking. It's not like that once I created my view means I can send anything, I can get anything. It's not possible. They have some restrictions. Where the restrictions? When your base table is having some constraints. So whenever your base table is having constraints, based on that constant nature, your data either accept or not accept. That will be verified by server. Okay, if your hiding column is having not null, then user cannot insert a data. It will showing hide. Suppose in the same to say, if you have, suppose in your table, okay, in your table EMP number, for example, on this EMP number, suppose you have a primary key, then can I insert 7369 one more time? No. Why, sir? Because primary key is not allowed duplicates. If you try to insert 7369 value through a view on my EMP table, then again what happened? It is not allowed because EMP number is already existing what now? Primary key. So primary key will not accept duplicates. Okay. So immediately this error will send it to client application. Sorry, this data already existing. So this kind of verifications also happening with the help of what now? View. That means whatever we applied on base table, that internally checking by your server, and through view, whatever data insert, whatever data access. Access means retrieval. The both will be depends on your integrity rules. Okay. Suppose on base table there is no integrity rule. Then your wish. You can insert any data. You can retrieve any data. Okay, now? Right down below. So in this, what happened? We hide a specific column. So hiding columns. Okay, the next example. Create a view to retrieve or retrieving to retrieval employees, retrieving employees details, employee details who are working under department number is 20. Okay, so in this example, what we are asking, we need to retrieval or access employee details, okay, who are working under department number 20. So that means in this case, what we are hiding? We are hiding what? Rows. For example, let me come out. and see your table. Okay, from my table, select a star and one. Okay, now come out and see my table. So in my table, total 14 rows, and here department numbers you can see. So total 14 employees are there, and different department employees are working here. So 10th department's employees are there, 20 and 30. But I want to show through my view which department people data I want to show. Only 20. So only 20th department's employees data only I want to show it. And remaining departments employees data I want to hide. So in this case, how we can create it here? So create view. View number 3, select a star. Star means all columns. Here I'm not hiding columns. I'm hiding rows. That's why I want to take a star. EMP. What condition? Department number is equals to 20. Then you can see view is created. And that view, whenever you want to call, then it will showing only which department values are showing here. See, only 20th department values. See, your view is showing only 20th, but there is no 10th departments. There is no 30th departments. So 10 and 30 departments employees data will be hidden. Okay, na? So in that case also views will be very helping us. Right down below. This is role level security. Okay, so these are entire table accessing, specific columns accessing, specific rows accessing. Okay, and the next one, take next slide heading, view options. View options. And here you can write one thing. Select a star from your number 3. Then you will get only 20th department's data. Okay, now what is view options means? There are two options are there. First one we called as a with check option, and the second one is called as a with read only option. These are the two view options we are going to be using at the time of a view creation. Okay, now, but when I created my view with the check option statement and with the read only statement, what it was happened, sir? Okay, now you can see here check. Can you remember the check constraint? Remember now? What is the purpose of check constraint? To check values. When user inserting value, whatever he was inserting, that inserting value as per my given conditional value is matching or not matching. If your inserted value based on my conditional values, if it is matching, then it was allowed. If it is not matching, not allowed, restricted. Yes or no? So check constraint, checking the date or checking the values or data, whether it is a valid or invalid. So that is the main purpose of your check constraint. Here also, when we created a view along with my check option or along with my with check option statement, what it was happened, data will be verified. So while inserting time, that data is valid or invalid, that will be verified. So based on that verification only, data will be allowed on your base table. Otherwise, it is not allowed. Okay. So that kind of restrictions, verifications of data, we can do with the help of what now? With check option. For example, let me see practically, I will show you. I'm creating one new table, create table. The table name is, for example, what kind of tables are there? Employee 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we can check. So now come out and see this. So now I'm going to create one new table. Create a table. Can you remember how to create new table syntax? Create table, EMP11. What I want to use as a select a star from EMP table. But here I'm creating new table with a few columns only. E-name and a salary from EMP table. So your table is created. So now select EMP11 is my table. So it is one physical object. It is not a view. It is a just table. Okay. So now what I'm doing here, from this table, I'm creating one view. What is my view requirement is, I want to retrieve the employee's data whose salary was 3,000. And also, when user is inserting new employee data is also 3,000. So 3,000 people data I want to access, and 3,000 people data only allowed. Question understand na? So from this table, from this EMP11 table, whose employee salary is 3,000, those employees data only I want to access by using view. So how many people are there? 3,000, 1 and 2. So that means these 2 people data only I can access. So accessing 3,000 people data. And also same as when user inserting new employee, that new employee data is also I want to accept when their salary is 3,000. So 3,000 people data I want to access, 3,000 people data only allowed. This is my restriction. Okay, now my condition understand now? 3,000 people salaries data only access, and 3,000 salary people data only insert. Inserting salary 3,000, retrieval salary 3,000 only. So that is my restriction. In that restriction, suppose you created view. Create view, view number 4 as select a star from EMP11. What is the condition? Where salary is equals to 3,000. But observe, are you applied any check option statement here? Are you applied? No. So at the time of a view creation, I'm not applying any kind of check option statement. So in this case, without a check option statement, I'm creating a view. Okay, now? Now carefully observe. View is created. That's fine. And now when I want to call this view, only 3,000 people data accessing, satisfied. So my first requirement is fulfill. Understand na? Retrieval, which employees data? 3,000. But here so many employees are there in my table. Yes or no? So many employees are there, but I'm accessing only 3,000 employees that will be accessed. That's successfully done. Now inserting time. What I'm saying here, how are you accessing 3,000 people data? Same as into your base table, you need to accept 3000 people data only. Let me try. This is happening or not. This restriction is happened or not on my through my view 4. Sending values 1122, you win. Okay. And now I'm passing 1200. What you say as per our requirement, this data allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because I want allowed which data? 3000 salary employees data only accept. But this employee salary how much? 1200. My condition satisfied? No. No means I want allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. But here what happened? Allowed. Okay, single quotes. String na. Okay, but what happened? Allowed. Okay. Suppose I'm inserting one more. 2, 3. And I'm sending here. Now, I will send it here, comma, 4200. Can I allow? Actually, can I allow? Not allowed. As per our requirement, not allowed. But here, allowed. Okay, right. Now, after sending this, okay, unconditional values, it was allowed. Okay, and see your table EMP11, allowed? Yes. So now tell me, now your data is restricted on your base table or not? Data is restricted? No. Your base table is accepted. So that means data restrictions are not happened. Your base tables are accepting your data through a view. Okay, now? Right. But now can you see when I want to call my view number 4, but view number 4 still it was showing 3000 only. Because my view is created on which condition? Salary is equals to 3000. In my entire table, how many rows? 16 rows. But how many people salaries are 3000? Only 2 people, and the 2 people showing. That's it. Okay, now? But it is not showing latest things. 1200, 4200 not showing. Why, sir? Because these salaries are not for my conditional values, not showing. Okay, fine. So your restrictions are not there. Data restrictions are not happened. Okay, now? So now carefully observe. Now I'm creating one more view. Create a view number 5 as a select star from EMP11, where sal is equals to 3000. What I'm adding? With the check option statement, I'm adding. So along with the check option statement, once you created a view, what happened, you can see. View is created successfully. Okay, let me insert now. And before insert, I want to call. This is also view number 5. Only 3000 people data only access. That's okay. Now insert time. Insert into view number 5, sending values. Sending 1124. 1124, comma. Some name is, for example, Sai. And now I'm passing here 1800. I'm passing. So now immediately what it was going to happen, whatever the salary are you sending 1800, this 1800 will go to check. 1800 will go to check with which conditional value? Now it was checking because I'm using check condition. Okay. So 1800 is equals to 3000. Condition true or false? False. False means allowed? Not allowed. Now it was see. It was showing restriction. And what say? View with check option where clause is violation. Understand now? So now we can see again. Suppose in place of this, I'm sending 5000. Can I? Not allowed. Okay, now? But if I send it here, 3000, can I? Yes, allowed. And now you can see your main table. Which record is allowed or not? Which record is allowed? 3000 Sai only allowed. And now you can see your view. You can see your view number 5. Can you see what's happened? 3000 showing. Why it was showing 3000? Because my view is created on which condition basis? Salary is equals to 3000. In my table now 3000 employees, how many are there? 1, 2, and latest person 3. The 3 will be showing us. Okay, so this is the with check option statement use. What is the purpose? To restricted rows on base table through a view object. Whenever you want to restricted your data on base table through a view object, there you can apply what now? Check option statement. Right down below. Okay, right. So this statement is used to restricted, is used to restricted rows. Your rows are nothing but data. Restricted rows on base table through a view object. Through a view object. Okay, now, so that is the purpose of this. And now let me go and create here my example. What is my example? Create a view to access and accept employee details. Accept employee details whose salary is 3000. Okay, create a view to access and accept employee details whose salary is 3000. Okay, now testing here. Okay. So this is one option along with view. And the second option right on here with the read only option. Okay. Here it was very clearly saying that read only. Read only means which command? Select command. So insert, update, delete. But actually, in your simple view, what we said, by default, simple views are supported all DML operations. And can you see we performed also? We successfully perform insert operation on base table through a view object. We perform update, we perform delete. So by default nature of view is what now? DML operations are allowed. That's the default nature. But whenever you need to restrict these DML operations, if I want to restrict it, so there your view should be created along with what now? Read only. So whenever my view is created along with read only, then you can't insert, you can't update, you can't delete. So this DML operations are restricted by your database. Okay, na? And you can allowed. Which one is allowed? Only select command is allowed. That means data reading is possible, but data insert is not possible. Data update is not possible. Data delete is not possible. But you can possible only data reading. So when you want to restrict DML operations on the base table through a view object, then the view should be created along with the read only statement. Understand now? That is the purpose. Right on below. So what is here? When we restricted, when we restricted, when we restricted DML operations, restricted DML operations on base table, on base table through a view, through a view object, through a view object. So there we can use a read only statement. Okay, now practically you can see. Come back here. So now this is my base table. Okay, right. On this base table, I'm creating my view number 6 as select star from DPT. And what I need to use? With the read only. So whenever you created your view with a read only statement, then view cannot allow the DML operations on which table? DPT table. Now we can see view created. Let you try. But view is created. Select command is working. Data accessing, that's called data reading. Reading is possible, but writing is not possible. Write operations. Insert into view 6, sending some value. Okay, 60, SAP, and I will send Pune. I'm sending now, but what happened? You can see what it was say. You cannot perform DML operation on read only view. It's very clear. Okay, now the statement is very clear. So what is your my view is which type of view I created? Read only view. So on the read only view, you cannot perform DML operation. That means your insert command is restricted. Yes or no? Yes. Same as come to update. Update view 6 set. Suppose location is equals to HYD. Okay, where department number is equals to 10. But what it was say? Not allowed. So now delete from view 6 where DEPT number is equals to 30. But what it was say? Not allowed. So DML operations allowed? No. And now see your base table. Now see your base table. Is there any affected here? Base table is any affected? No, as it is, whatever it was. Okay. And now come back and see your view Okay, view also not showing anything, same as this, because you cannot do manipulations. Why we cannot do manipulations? Because my view is a read type view, not a write type view. Okay, right. Okay, so now these are what now? Simple views. Okay, now the second one is called as what now? Complex views. Okay, so now we can see when a view is called as a complex. Okay, now so there are so many different options are there here. When we called as a view is a complex. Okay, right on. So when we called as a view is a complex view. Complex view. Okay. Hmm. So now you are observe the things. When we created on multiple base tables, when we created on multiple base tables, when you created a view, okay. So by using group by class, when we created a view by using, okay, aggregative function. Aggregative functions means what now? Huh? What is aggregative functions? Grouping functions. What are those? Sum, max, min. Okay. So by using aggregative functions. Next, by using having clause. By using having clause. Next, by using distinct keyword. By using distinct keyword. Next, by using set operators. By using set operators. Next, by using joins. By using joins. Next, by using subquery. Okay, now. So in this, any one you can use at the time of view creation, then the view is called as a complex view. Then the view is called as what? Complex view. Okay. So whenever view is created on multiple base tables, then it is called a complex. When a view is created group by class, then it is called a complex. When a view is created with the aggregative function, then it is called a complex. Then view is created with the having class, then it is called a complex. By using distinct keyword, complex. Set operator, complex. Joins, complex. And subquery, complex. Okay. So in this, any one, if you use under a view at the time of creation, then those views are called as a complex views. Got it? Huh? Now, by default, complex views, by default, complex views are not allowed DML operations. Not allowed DML operation. Okay. DML operations are not allowed. And the syntax also same. There is no change for the complex and simple. Same syntax, create view, and I want to send my view name. Okay, as, and here you need to write your select query. Okay. Now, see on this, let me see one or two example to how it was created. Uh, Come out and see guys here, and in our database previously we created two tables. HYD not there. Okay, so these are two tables. Can you remember these two tables where we used set operators? Okay, two branches, Hyderabad and Chennai. So now these are the two tables. On these two tables, I'm creating my complex view. Okay, now we can see how I'm creating here. So create view, the view number 7, 6, 7 as, and now I'm writing select a star from EMP underscore Hyderabad and union, any operator you can take. Okay, and now select a star from EMP underscore Chennai. So now my view I'm creating on multiple base tables, first thing. And which operator I'm using? Set operator. So that means, as per the definition, what we said, when your view is created on multiple base table, called as a complex. By using set operator, called as a complex. So now, here observe. So now I'm going to execute my view is created. But complex views are by default not allowed DML operations. Yes or no? But it can allowed reading purpose only useful. I can read my data, reading purpose okay, but DML operations are not allowed. If you try to insert into view 7, sending values 1026, comma, some name, you win, and some information. Okay, I'm talking 33,000. Whenever you inserted this data, can you tell me this data will inserted which table? EMP Hyderabad, Chennai. In which table this data is inserted, which we are sending through a view? So it is not allowed. Understand na? What it was say? Data manipulations operation, data manipulation operation, not legal on this view. Legal. Legal means official. Not legal means non-official. So your two tables are there. If you inserted data, where it will go? We can't say. Understand or not? That's why what it was saying here. DML operation is not a legal. Okay, not correct. Where you want to apply that we can't say it. So that's why data manipulations are not allowed here. Okay, now so complex views are only for reading purpose, but not a writing purpose. Right, Ambulam? Okay. Suppose another example you can see. In this example, okay, now I'm creating my complex view number 8. Yes. Now here I'm writing select department number, comma. Here I'm passing sum of salary. Sum of salary, sum is which function? Aggregative function. So from by, okay, DEPT number. So now I'm creating a view with what now? Sum function and also group by. But in this, any one you can use, that is called as a complex. Now I'm going to execute it, but carefully observe, whenever you want to using aggregative functions at the time of view creation, compulsory on this aggregative function column, compulsory we should create a alias. If you're not created alias, it was showing error. And what it was saying here, must name this expression. This means what now? Star. This expression must name this expression. This expression must name this expression with what? Column alias name. Okay, now. So whenever you want to use an aggregative function at the time of view, compulsory that aggregative function should have a alias name. Then only your view is allowed. Otherwise, view is not created. Okay, now. Now I'm using now. So now I'm using. And here I will take a alias name. What I want to say, or there was sum of salary. Sum of salary. Okay, and now alias name is created, view is created. And let me come out and call select a star from view 8. What it was happen? Your department's numbers wise sum of salaries are performed. But now I'm inserting the data. Insert into view 8, sending values. Okay, now what I want to send? Suppose 40. What is sum of salary? Okay, suppose 5,000. Where it will be stored? Is there any meaning? No meaning. Because department number 40 I'm inserting. How it is possible? Because those are what now? Already EMP table department numbers are, we are making groupings. After grouping, we are finding sum of salaries. But your 40 directly inserted. Where it will go this 40? And sum of salary 5,000, how can you decide? 40 department 5,000, how can you decide? There is no employee in my table. 40th department employee is there in my table? No. Then how can you decide this? So that's why here also if you try this, it is not allowed. Okay. Virtual column is not allowed because sum of salary is what? Alias. Alias means it is a permanent column, virtual column. Virtual column data, how can you send? Because virtual means what now? It doesn't store. It's just a imaginations. Okay, na? But how can you store 5,000 in virtual column? Not possible. So this is DML operation. That's why complex views are by default not allowed DML operations. Okay, right down below. Okay, right. So now here observe. But sir, okay, we can't do DML operations. So then why the and what is the use of complex views? Okay, now we can come. Complex views advantage is what now? I said already. When you write some query, the query will be saved into view. And the same query, if I want it again and again, I don't want to write the query again and again. Just instead of that, we are calling select a star from view name. So then what happened? In that view, which query you written, that query automatically executed and will sending latest outputs to you. For example, let me come out. Present, if I want to call my view, select a star from view number 8. Now 8 I'm calling. Then what happened? 10th department total salary 2030. For example, come to my table, come to your base table, select a star from EMP. In this base table, because this view I'm creating on which table? Which table? EMP table. So now we can come out and see 10th department sum of salary, how much showing? 8750. Okay, come back here. 10th department people, 1300. Calculate. 1300, 5000, 2450. Three people are sum. How much sum? 788,750. Okay, this is total salary of your department number 10 employees. Suppose in the future, in this 10th department employee, any one employee will get a increment. Any one employees get a increment of their salary. Suppose I want to give an increment here. How to give increments here? For example, update EMP set sal is equals to, come on, sal plus, okay, sal into 10% of increment. If I'm giving now, you will confuse. Okay, better to simple manner I will give it. Okay, now so here I will give it increment here. Who is this? One of the employee, 5,007. Okay, 5,000 place I'm giving increment is 6,000. I incremented where EMP number is equals to 7839. Simple way. So I'm updating now salary. Now tell me how much salary incremented now? 1,000 rupees. So whenever this person, one of the person in department number 10, salary 1,000 incremented means it will affected on total salary now? Affected? Now we can see. Okay. After that, I don't want to write any group by. Instead of writing group by, what I'm calling? Select V8. Previously, without 1,000 rupees increment, previously 10th department total salary, how much showing? 8750. But now 9,000. Now you can see. But I'm not writing group by. I'm not writing any group by, any sum function, nothing. But I'm just calling view. What happened? You can see. Got it? So that means whenever you want to do any modification on the base table, it's not necessary to, again, I want to write a new query. Again, I want to write a select DEPT number, comma, sum of salary from EMP, group by, department number. I don't want to write for whenever you want to change. So whenever you want to change the data, it's not necessary to query. Already one time query I return where? Under view. Then whatever you do modifications on the base table, based on that, automatically your view query also updated and giving latest results. Now this is latest result. Yes or no? 9,750 is the latest or older? Latest. After when? After incrementing of 1,000 rupee of one employee salary. That is the latest now? this kind of latest informations also we can get it. But this latest information's purpose, are you writing again select DEPT number comma sum of salary from EMP group by? Are you writing like this? No, I'm not writing again my query. I'm just calling what? View. Got you my point now? This is complex views advantage. Okay now? Just for query saved and the query will call, that means complex view, whenever you called it was executed and reading your latest data will be read. That's it. But we can't do DML operations. Okay now? So this is complex view examples. Okay, and same thing now I show you on multiple tables, set operator, group by, aggregator, remaining having distinct joint subquery. These examples I was given in the main material once you practice. Okay now? Right. So I stop it here and we'll continue on Tuesday. Okay, Monday holiday for Diwali. So next your class is on Tuesday. Okay now? Right guys? And advanced happy Diwali all of you. Okay. Right guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, online students. So I will interact with you on Tuesday. Okay. Today there is no doubt session. And do practice and have any query doubts on Tuesday, you can tell me. Okay now? Right guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, there is no doubt session today. Okay. Tuesday we will come now. Okay, we will take, I will take doubt session on Tuesday. Okay. Right. Right guys.